we have a fun comparison of the Nexus rewards compensation plan compared to the myEcon compensation plan. And I got to tell you, I've been doing some research before I recorded this video, and plain and simple, my friend, whether you're looking at myEcon as a viable business or you're looking at Nexus rewards as a viable business, as I always do, I want to give you the most straight up apples to apples, black and white comparison so you can make the decision for yourself which compensation plan will pay you ultimately more money. And in doing the research for this video, this, where it says right here, Nexus rewards, it's a snap. This compensation plan is not a snap, my friend. This is not an easy compensation plan to decipher because there's so many variables in this compensation plan. And by the way, both of these opportunities, both Nexus rewards and myEcon, I'm going to leave the PDFs for those in the description down below. So if you're one of those people like me, you're a data junkie and you want to, decipher these for yourself, have at it, my friend. But here I'm going to give it to you in layman's terms and give you the most straightforward understanding. And here's what we're going to be comparing in this video. And please watch us all the way through because I'm going to go through this compensation plan, then I'm going to go through the myEcon compensation plan, then we're going to draw them out on the dry erase board so you can see them side by side for yourself. And the only thing that we're going to be comparing here is the renewals. We're not going to be talking about fast starts. We're not going to be talking about any sort of infinity override, blah, blah, this type of when this thing happens, this will happen. We're just talking about the straight up renewal and what you will get monthly if you have a certain amount of people. And it's just going to be help 3, get 3 down through 1,000 people. So that way it's side by side, apples to apples, black and white data. Okay. No other additional bonuses or any of that sort of thing. So let's go through first Nexus rewards and talk about what you need to be aware of and what is on the table here for help 3 who get 3. So first and foremost, if you look at help 3 who get 3, so whether you're in a unilevel or you're in a matrix, when you help 3 who get 3 and you go down a certain amount of levels, it's 1,092 people, and I think it's about 6 or 7 levels deep, whatever it is. But when you help 3 who get 3, our goal here is to cross the 1,000 people finish line. So in order to do that, you end up landing at around 1,092 people, okay? So we're going to scroll on by some of the fluff, and we're going to scroll by the fast starts because we're just looking at renewals, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing with the myEcon compensation plan that I'm doing here with you now with the Nexus rewards compensation plan. So first and foremost, first thing we're going to see is infinity bonus. I'm going to skip by this for now, and I'm going to circle back to this and let you know why this is irrelevant for this example, okay? Now, 20% coded bonus. Going to skip that one as well, okay? We're just looking at the renewals, okay? Now, as you can see here, okay, in order to unlock all the levels of your matrix, all the way down 10 levels inside of Nexus rewards, you have to have 5 PS. What is PS? That is a personally sponsored, okay? That's what the PS stands for right there. And I had to do a good amount of digging on this compensation plan to try to decipher it for myself. I wouldn't recommend it if I were you, but if you're that type of person, you certainly can. Now, there's also other things I want to cover in here while I get to the real meat and potatoes here at the end of this video. There's certain things that you need to understand with the Nexus rewards compensation plan compared to the myEcon compensation plan, because there's what I call gotchas in there, meaning certain things have to happen in order for other things to happen. So we'll cover that here in just a second. So this is mainly what we're talking about here, renewals. 1,000 people, help 3 who get 3. And what does that equate for you? So the monthly renewal at Nexus rewards is $9.95. Well, a $10 bill, you can only split that so many ways. So according to this, you're going to get 2.5% of that $9.95 renewal. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. I can understand that. And we're going to take that down 1,000 people and see what that looks like. Now, there's some other bonuses that could come into play inside of the Nexus rewards compensation plan. But one of the things you need to be aware of there's certain ranks. Okay, we're going to go over the different ranks here, and I think they are up here. Okay, so you can see the different ranks. You have Pro, Pro 25, Pro 50, all the way up to Triple Diamond. Now, if you just simply help 3 get 3, you don't even rank up to Pro, because in order to get to Pro, you have to personally sponsor 5 people. Now, the reason why I'm saying help 3 get 3 is that is a very standard thing in the industry to base compensation plans off of. And also, the average person, the average network marketer doesn't sponsor more than 3 people in their network marketing career. Could you sponsor 5? Sure. Could you go sponsor your dog or cat or uncle? Sure, you could do that. But we're just talking in this example, just like I did in a previous video, and I'll even leave that in the link in the description down below if you want to see that. I just want to focus on help 3 get 3 because that's the most realistic expectation. And I know filling out an entire matrix of 3 get 3, is it realistic? No, it's pretty much not. But what we want to get to here is the math, the numbers. What does the compensation plan pay you comparing apples to apples? So when we scroll all the way down, you're going to see certain things in this compensation plan like diamond bonus pools and infinity bonuses. I was just on the infinity bonus slide there. You won't qualify for any of that if you just personally sponsor 3, because again, even just to rank up to the first level, you have to sponsor 5. Okay. So with the Nexus Rewards compensation plan, you wouldn't even be at the first leadership rank. Okay. And of course, I'll show you the myEcon compensation plan. You can see it for yourself. Okay. And we'll just do some basic math. So having an understanding, you know that you're not even going to be at the first leadership level. Okay. But you can also help 3 who get 3, who bring on 1,000 people. And you're going to get 2.5% of those 1,092 people. Okay. You're going to get 2.5% of that. And I'm going to do the math for you so you can see it for yourself. Okay. So those are some basics. There's a lot more to this Nexus Rewards compensation plan that I don't want to get into because it's not relevant to the monthly renewal, which is basic black and white. You know, if you sponsor X amount of people, you could get this. If you do this, you could have this. Again, there's a lot of gotchas, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that, you know, some variables that the average person isn't going to do, which is why I want to keep it real stupid, simple, basic for you. Now, let's head on over to myEcon and we'll check out the myEcon compensation plan, and you could see that for yourself. And again, I'm going to leave both of these PDFs down below. Okay. So here over on the myEcon compensation plan, okay, you can see this is just for the monthly renewals. And we're going to be looking specifically in this far column that says CEO. Now, where does this come into play? With myEcon only sponsoring 3 people, you could rank all the way up to the top rank of the company. Okay, so now let's talk about rank advancement and how you get to the top level of the myEcon compensation plan and how that can be done with helping 3 who get 3. So as you can see here, if you look down on the bottom, you'll see 2 personally enrolled. You'll have that because you sponsored 3, and then 300 active associates on your team. So if you have 3 legs of 100, well, there you go. That qualifies you for CEO Infinity, which is the top rank inside of myEcon. And then obviously that would build up to 1,000 with the help 3 who get 3. So now let's come back here and talk about the math, and then we're going to go break this down on the dry erase board. So you can see here as a CEO Infinity, which is the top rank, what you're going to be getting. So we're comparing 2.5% of $10 to anywhere between $6 all the way up to $13.30. So you can kind of already see the big difference here. So now let's head on over to the dry erase board and go break down the difference. And again, if you have any questions, you'll see the PDFs in the description down below. You can look at them for yourself and just do some basic math. So now let's head on over to the dry erase board, and we're going to map this out. 1,000 people, 3 who get 3, monthly renewals. What do you get for dollars? What is your monthly paycheck? One compensation plan compared to the other. Okay, we have made it to the dry erase board. And again, remember, we're just going to compare side by side apples to apples here. So again, over on the Nexus rewards side, as well as the myEcon side, we're going to compare 1,092 people. All right, and we're going to do some basic math. So for Nexus rewards, when you look at the compensation plan, you're getting 2.5%, okay, per person. And that was right on the PDF. That's right on their video on their YouTube channel when you go watch it. So 1,092 people times what? What is the monthly membership? Okay, you got $9.95. Okay, $9.95. So now let's go do some basic math. So we're all on the same page here, and you can feel free to do some math at home there if you don't believe my math. Okay, 1,092 times $9.95 is $10,865. Okay, so we're going to make sure we're all on the same page here and we're all using the same math. And I prefer, by the way, my friend, I like to use the old math, which is, the math that works. I don't like to use new math, which is, 1 + 1 = 3. Let's use the old math, which is the correct math. So now we have $10,865 in total renewals. That's not what you get. You only get 2.5% of that. Okay. That's just the total amount of, 1,000 people renewing is a little over $10,000, but you're going to get 2.5% of that. Okay. So we're going to take that $10,865. We're going to times that by 2.5%. Okay. And the old math is 0.025 if you're using a calculator. Okay. And we're going to hit equals. Guess what? That is $271. Rock on. So think about that, man. For 1,000 people on your team, okay, having 1,000 people on your team, you just made $271. That might seem like a good amount of money to you, but that does not seem like a good amount of money to me. Now, over at myEcon, it is a higher monthly renewal, but it's less than $100. And $39 a month or $59 a month is very realistic. Okay. And by the way, with the myEcon compensation plan, all it takes is one personally sponsored per month to cover the cost of your membership. Like, can you get one sale a month? I'm pretty sure you could if you went out there and tried. But on the myEcon compensation plan, you don't have to figure out percentages because they just tell you right on the PDF exactly what you get. You get between $6 and $13 per referral, depending on where in your line of descent they fall and what their monthly membership is. So between $6 and $13. So let's take a conservative $7. Okay. We're going to go with a conservative $7. Okay. You might already see where this is going here, and this isn't the total dollar amount of everyone. This is what you get. Okay. So 1,092 people on your team times $7, you get, this isn't even in the same ballpark here. This isn't even in the same book. You're not reading the same book. You're reading two different books here, which could potentially be two different compensation plans. But I want you to have the apples to apples, black and white, dollar to dollar comparison Nexus rewards compensation plan compared to the myEcon compensation plan. Now, I'm not a rocket scientist. Didn't go to school for it. But I can figure out common sense. And I can tell you that with 1,000 people on my team, I would much rather be earning $7,644 compared to $271. And that's why I want you to have the data, because there's a lot of videos here on YouTube. There's a lot of people that are in Nexus rewards, just like any other business opportunity that you see. And they want to tell you that their compensation plan is the best thing since sliced bread. OMG, you can make so much money, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, What does the numbers tell you? What does the black and white data tell you? Take the opinions and rule it out. What do you actually make based on the numbers? If you want to follow an influencer, a guru, sign up because it's the hottest, latest, trendiest deal, go for it. But what does the mathematical data actually tell you? You guys can see it right in front of your face. My math is accurate. You tell me. 1,000 people in Nexus Rewards compared to 1,000 people in myEcon. It's pretty black and white. Pretty much a no-brainer. It's not pretty much. It is a no-brainer. You guys over $10,000 in free value just for activating your myEcon membership. Link in the description down below. If you're ready to get started with myEcon, link in the description down below.